Hello, and welcome back to Elderflowerings, the channel where we unearth the vibrant wisdom that blooms in every season of life. Today, we have something truly special, a story and a set of secrets that might just change the way you think about your mornings and perhaps your entire approach to well-being. Imagine this: someone who is 94 years young, living independently, with a mind as sharp as a tack and a spirit that radiates vitality. Now, what if I told you this individual confidently states they feel healthier, more energetic, and more engaged than many people half their age? It sounds almost like a delightful exaggeration, doesn't it? But what if it's not? What if the key to such enduring health and zest for life lies not in some complicated, expensive regimen, but in a series of simple, profound morning habits? Today, we're going to meet, in spirit, just such a person. We'll call her Agnes, and she's generously allowed us to peek into her morning routine, the 5 specific habits she credits with keeping her not just going, but thriving. This isn't about chasing eternal youth, it's about cultivating enduring wellness, the kind that allows us to savor each day with clarity and joy. So, grab a warm drink, settle in, and let's learn from one of life's true masters. Introducing our inspiration. Agnes, at 94, is a testament to what we at Elderflowerings often talk about: the incredible capacity of the human spirit to not just endure, but to flourish, regardless of the number on a birth certificate. She lives on her own, manages her household, engages keenly with the world around her, and possesses a memory that would put many of us to shame. When you speak with Agnes, you don't hear frailty, you hear resilience, a quiet confidence, and an infectious chuckle that hints at a life lived with awareness and intention. For years, her friends and the younger folks in her community have marveled at her energy. "Agnes, what's your secret?" they'd ask. And for a long time, she'd just smile and say, "Oh, just common sense, dear." But recently, she decided that perhaps her common sense was worth sharing, especially in a world that often seems to complicate the simple art of living well. She believes that how she starts her day is the bedrock of her well-being. These aren't grand, time-consuming rituals, she insists. They are small, consistent acts of self-care and purposeful engagement that set a positive tone for everything that follows. And today, we're going to walk through Agnes's 5 foundational morning habits. The foundation: why morning habits matter. Before we dive into Agnes's specific habits, let's just touch upon why a morning routine can be so powerful, especially as we navigate our later years. Think of your morning as the antechamber to your day. How you furnish that space, the atmosphere you create within it, profoundly influences the quality of the hours that follow. A consistent morning routine offers a sense of structure and predictability, which can be incredibly comforting and grounding, particularly if other aspects of life feel less certain. It's an act of taking gentle control, of saying, "This part of my day is mine, and I will shape it for my well-being." Physiologically, it helps regulate our body clocks. Mentally and emotionally, it can reduce stress, increase focus, and cultivate a proactive rather than reactive mindset. It's about starting the day with intention, rather than simply being swept along by its currents. Agnes understood this intuitively long before it became a popular wellness topic. Agnes's 5 morning habits for vitality. All right. Let's explore the wisdom Agnes has cultivated over her 9 decades. These are her pillars, the habits she performs almost without fail, each contributing to her remarkable vitality. Habit 1: mindful awakening and a whisper of gratitude. Agnes's day doesn't start with a jarring alarm or a leap out of bed. Instead, she describes it as a gentle unfurling. "The moment my eyes open," she shared, "before my feet even think about touching the floor, I take a few moments. I stretch just gently, Wiggle my fingers, my toes, a soft reach of my arms. It's like saying good morning to my body, letting it know we're in this together for another day. After these gentle movements, Agnes practices something incredibly simple yet profound, a moment of gratitude. I don't make a big fuss about it, she says. Sometimes it's just a quiet thank you for the warmth of my bed, for the light coming through the curtain, for the fact that I've woken to a new day. Some mornings, if a particular worry is trying to sneak in, I'll deliberately think of one small thing I'm looking forward to, even if it's just the taste of my tea. The why behind it. This mindful awakening helps ease the body from sleep into wakefulness, reducing stiffness and improving circulation gently. The practice of gratitude, as research now widely supports, is a powerful mood booster. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a positive mental state right from the start, which can lower stress hormones and enhance overall emotional resilience. Adapting it. You don't need a grand gratitude journal unless you want one. Like Agnes, it can be a silent, personal acknowledgement. Your stretches can be as simple as wiggling your extremities, or a gentle neck roll, all done before even sitting up. The key is the intention, starting the day with mindful presence and a thankful heart. Habit 2. Hydration and deliberate nourishment. Once Agnes is up and about, her very next step before anything else is hydration. My grandmother used to say, "Water the garden first, child." And I suppose I think of my body the same way, Agnes explains. I have a glass of lukewarm water, sometimes with a tiny squeeze of lemon if I have one. It just feels like it wakes up my insides, cleanses things a bit before I put anything else in. Following her water, breakfast isn't a rushed affair, nor is it overly complicated. It's deliberate. No sugary cereals for me, she states firmly, but with a smile. Usually, it's a small bowl of porridge with a few berries or half a banana, or perhaps a boiled egg with a slice of whole wheat toast. The important thing is I sit down for it. No standing at the counter, no television blaring. I just sit and I eat, and I try to actually taste my food. The why behind it. Our bodies naturally dehydrate overnight, so rehydrating first thing helps to kickstart metabolism, aid digestion, and improve organ function. Warm water can be particularly soothing for the digestive system. A nutritious, unhurried breakfast provides sustained energy, stabilizes blood sugar levels, and delivers essential nutrients crucial for brain function and physical stamina throughout the morning. Eating mindfully, as Agnes does, also improves digestion and satisfaction. Adapting it. If lemon water isn't your preference, plain water is perfect. The type of breakfast can vary according to your dietary needs and preferences, but the principle remains. Choose something wholesome and take the time to eat it without distraction. Even 5 minutes of mindful eating can make a difference. Habit 3. Movement for body, melody for mind. Agnes is a firm believer that movement is medicine, but she also understands the importance of engaging the mind. "I'm not going for route marches anymore," she laughs, "but my body needs to move, and so does my spirit." After breakfast, once things have settled, I have my little routine. I do a series of gentle stretches and movements I've learned over the years. Some are like Tai Chi, very slow and deliberate. Others are simple joint rotations. I do them in my living room, and while I move, I always have music playing. Her choice of music is key. "Not the news, oh heavens no, not first thing," she exclaims. "Something uplifting. Classical music often, or sometimes tunes from my younger days that make me want to tap my feet." It's not just about the body. The music lifts my mood, gets my brain working in a pleasant way. Some days, if the weather is kind, I'll take a short, slow walk around my little garden instead, listening to the birds. The fresh air is a tonic. The why behind it. Regular physical activity, even gentle, is crucial for maintaining mobility, balance, cardiovascular health, and muscle strength as we age. It also releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. Combining movement with music or a pleasant auditory experience can make it more enjoyable and engaging, stimulating cognitive function and reducing feelings of monotony. Exposure to natural light if taking a walk further boosts vitamin D levels and improves mood. Adapting it. Your movement could be chair exercises, a few yoga poses, or, like Agnes, a personalized routine of gentle stretches. If mobility is an issue, even small movements throughout the morning are beneficial. Choose music you love, or perhaps an interesting podcast or audiobook to engage your mind while you move your body. The goal is consistent, enjoyable activity. Habit 4. Purposeful connection and a page turned. For Agnes, the morning also includes a deliberate act of connection or mental engagement that gives her a sense of purpose for the day. It's important not to feel adrift, especially when you live alone, she notes. So I make a point of connecting, either with the world or with my own thoughts. For many years, it was reading the physical newspaper cover to cover. Now, I often read a chapter of a good book, or I might write a short letter or email to a friend or family member. Sometimes, I'll tend to my indoor plants, giving them a bit of a chat as I do. She also emphasizes planning one small positive thing for the day. It doesn't have to be anything grand, Agnes advises. It could be deciding to try a new recipe for lunch, phoning a specific friend in the afternoon, or organizing a drawer. Just one little thing that gives the day a gentle nudge of purpose, something to look forward to or accomplish. The why behind it. Staying mentally active and socially connected are vital for cognitive health and emotional well-being. Reading, writing, or engaging in hobbies stimulates the brain. Connecting with others, even through a letter or a planned phone call, combats isolation and reinforces social bonds. Having a small, achievable goal for the day provides a sense of accomplishment and direction, which is incredibly important for maintaining a positive self-view. Adapting it. Your purposeful engagement could be doing a crossword puzzle, learning a new word, journaling, spending time on a hobby, or, as Agnes does, planning a small, enjoyable task. If you enjoy social media, perhaps it's a positive interaction on a platform. The idea is to actively engage your mind and connect with something beyond your immediate physical space. Habit 5. A breath of joy, nature's embrace. Finally, Agnes ensures her morning includes a conscious moment of simple joy, often involving nature. Before the day gets too busy, even if busy just means my own quiet puttering, she says, I make sure to get a dose of joy, as I call it. For me, that often means stepping out onto my little porch, whatever the weather, just for 5 minutes. I take a few deep breaths of fresh air. I listen for the birds. I look at the sky. If I can't go out, I'll sit by my sunniest window. This isn't just about fresh air. It's about actively seeking out a moment of sensory pleasure and connection with the world. Sometimes, Agnes adds with a twinkle in her eye, my dose of joy is simply putting on one particularly cheerful song and having a little hum, or looking at a photograph that makes me smile. It's about consciously inviting a little spark into the morning. The why behind it. Exposure to natural light helps regulate our circadian rhythms and boost serotonin, a mood-enhancing neurotransmitter. Fresh air improves oxygen flow. Actively seeking out small moments of joy, whether through nature, music, or a pleasant memory, cultivates positive emotions, reduces stress, and reminds us of the beauty still present in our lives. It's a small act that can have a big impact on our overall outlook. Adapting it. Your dose of joy could be admiring a flower, savoring the smell of coffee, listening to a favorite piece of music with your eyes closed for a few minutes, or spending a moment with a pet. If you have limited mobility, even opening a window to hear the outside sounds or looking at beautiful nature photographs can be beneficial. The key is to make it a conscious, deliberate pause for pleasure. More than just habits, the underlying philosophy. Listening to Agnes describe her mornings, it becomes clear that these 5 habits are more than just a checklist. They are the daily expression of a profound underlying philosophy, a commitment to self-respect, a gentle discipline, an enduring curiosity, and a deep appreciation for the gift of each day. They are born not from a fear of aging, but from a love of living. These habits create a framework for her days, a scaffold of well-being that supports her independence and her vibrant spirit. They demonstrate that proactive self-care isn't a selfish act, but a vital one, allowing us to show up more fully not only for ourselves, but also for the world around us. It's about tending to your own garden, as Agnes would say, so that you can continue to bloom season after season. Agnes's story and her 5 morning habits are a powerful reminder, aren't they? A reminder that vitality in our later years isn't just a matter of luck, but often a result of conscious, loving choices we make for ourselves day after day. Her approach is so wonderfully down to earth, so achievable. Perhaps as you listened, 1 or 2 of her habits particularly resonated with you. Maybe you're inspired to try incorporating a moment of gratitude, or ensuring you hydrate first thing, or consciously seeking out that dose of joy. Remember, it's not about adopting everything all at once or striving for some kind of perfection. It's about drawing inspiration, about finding what feels right and manageable for you in your own unique circumstances. The beauty of Agnes's wisdom is its simplicity and its adaptability. It's an invitation to view our mornings as precious opportunities to nurture our body, mind, and spirit, setting the stage for days filled with more energy, clarity, and peace. Thank you for joining me on Elderflowerings today. May you find inspiration in Agnes's example, and may your own mornings become a source of strength and quiet joy. Until next time, keep flowering.